I apologize for offending Norwegians with the dreadful pronunciation of some of the words in this video. It wasn't my intention. Hi everyone! After publishing 6 videos about my solo trip to Norway, I thought I'd make a shorter one about the 7 things that I recommend doing in Bergen, just as a recap. And if you do want to find out more, then you can check out my longer videos. The first thing I recommend doing, it was also the first one that I thought about and booked before traveling there, is the cruise in the fjords to Mostraumen. The one I went on lasted 3 hours and it takes you north of the city of Bergen. The landscapes were beautiful and so were the quaint villages by the water. Bryggen is the historic harbor of Bergen, which is one of Europe's oldest port cities. The buildings that you can see there nowadays have been rebuilt following the previous structure, as the original ones were destroyed by various fires throughout the years. The third thing I recommend is to try out the delicious cakes and sweets in Norwegian bakeries, and this tip comes from someone who doesn't even have a sweet tooth and prefers savory food. But those cakes. The fourth tip is to have a walk in the residential area of Bryggen, starting basically from the funicular station, the Fløibanen, that takes you up to Mount Fløyen. The fifth tip is to get inspired by Scandinavian style. I believe Scandinavian countries, well, the people of Scandinavian countries, have a real talent in furnishing their houses tastefully in a cozy and inviting way. This is the shop I like. Look at this lamp. Anyway, I guess that's because of the cold weather, which forces you to create a comfortable environment in your own house, which becomes the shelter in which you'll spend most of your free time during the cold season. The sixth tip is to get the Fløibanen up to Mount Fløyen to be able to see Bergen from above, and also, most importantly, to meet the Fløyen goats. The last, but definitely not least, as it was my favorite thing I did in Norway, I loved doing the sauna in Oslo so much that I'm going to do another one, is to try out what I call the Norwegian sauna experience. That is, to have a floating sauna and then a dive into the sea. You need to be a bit crazy to do this last one, but I swear it's worth it. And if you can, do it with someone who can see if you basically disappear into the water after the jump and call for help. Thankfully, there was no jaws under the water.